Previously on Kerbal Space Program Live. I think what we will do, we will put together a lander and then we will decide what we're going to do with it. It would be nice to land on the moon. Everything I believe is in order. So we are ready to launch the WKR-1, the Wacky Kerbal Races 1, on a mission to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Let's straight away start planning our manoeuvre to the moon. I hit the wrong button and we've rolled over. Great. Come on. This time. There we go. Good. The fine dust of the moon has intermixed with some of the samples. You have a sneaking suspicion that they'll never be able to get the lab clean again. 100 science if we can get that material data back to Kerbin. Okay, so it is time for an EVA report from the moon, on the moon. EVA report from Moon's Midlands. The dust is getting everywhere. 32 science, which we can transmit for 100%. We keep that. We take a surface sample. The darker Midland surface appears to be made up of basaltic rocks. 120 science. Now we can get 30 science for transmitting. What I think we'll do is we'll transmit for the 30 science, come out, get another sample, and then take that one back with us. But in both cases we need to get back onto our ladders. Whee! That's quite a jump. Kind of forgot to grab on though, Bill. Let's try that again. We'll take a bit of a run up, shall we? There we go. Doing! Grab. There we go. Climbing up. Board. Okay, so let's have a look at the data we've got in here. We get 100%... Oh, hang on. We need to turn on our antenna. There we go. Make sure our power's not... Our RCS is still on. That's using up our monopropellant. And our SAS is still on. Don't need either of those. Right. So we can transmit this to get 100% of that EVA report. Do we have a connection? Hang on, keep data, keep data, keep data. It doesn't look like we have a connection. Are we out of range? Yes. We are out of range, so we cannot transmit anything. We have to bring all of this data back home with us. That is a pain. That is a real pain. Because the range on this thing is only 9,000 kilometers and we are 11,000 kilometers. Oh, it's only 2,500. No, yeah, 2,500 kilometers. 2.5 million meters. Range on this thing, so we're well out of range for this. I should have packed a different antenna. So we are going to have to keep what we've got and head back to the planet. So, to save us having to do it mid-flight, we're going to collect all the science from, which we need to do on EVA. We're going to collect our science from those bits which we can. We'll collect it from here. And can we... Whoa, no, where are you going? Come back. Jump up. Grab on. Can you collect it from that? Yep. Collect data, remove data. And you jump back in there. There we go. So that one's used up, that one's used up. That one we can transmit. The temperature we can transmit as well. And once we get into the atmosphere, once we get into range, excuse me, once we get into range, we can transmit everything we can, so that if we do have any problems during landing, especially like if this thing blows up on re-entry, we'll still be okay. So, our next challenge, which did foil us last time, is to get this thing back into an orbit. Now, we only need an altitude of about 6,000 or 7,000 metres, and we're already at 3,500 metres, so that we stay clear of all the mountains, and then we can hopefully use the gravity of the moon to slingshot us back to Kerbin. But it is going to be an interesting takeoff. So we are going to need our SAS on, we are going to need our throttle back up, and off we go. Gear in, and we start heading east, which is that way, isn't it? Sound cut out scared me then. I thought we'd run out of fuel already. How are we doing? Yep, 6,500. $7,000 will be more than enough. Whoops. Didn't do that right. Okay, we have a periapsis of 6,300. I'm just going to raise that up a little bit if I can. Ideally I want that above 7. Oh well, 6,800, that's close enough. Fuel. Ooh. This is going to be tricky. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to zoom out using that when I've got an M key. Now, somehow we need to get ourselves back to Kerbin. We're going to need to do that around here somewhere. Bearing in mind we have to be careful with the deadly re-entry here as well, so I'm going to aim for quite a high entry, which means we'll probably have a double entry. Yeah, we have still got some RCS if we do run out, so we'll be okay. But I think 60,000 hopefully will be enough. We're going to be travelling pretty fast at that point, but hopefully 60,000 metres will be enough to slow us down without burning us up in the atmosphere. We'll have to make sure that we dump all our equipment and everything beforehand. I think that's probably about the most efficient place for us to do this burn. It's saying we need 22 seconds of thrust. I don't think we've got 22 seconds of thrust. Hopefully our RCS will last out to do the rest. We're going to do this. Where are we? We need to spin round. Whoa, come back. If this goes horribly wrong, we may end up having to do a rescue mission in our next live stream. But here we go. Let's spin us round. Let's make sure we are lined up. I'm probably going to do this early because we're going to run out of fuel and need to use the RCS, so I might just do it now. In fact, yeah, let's go for it. Engines on. Let's see how much fuel we've got and how quickly it runs out. There it goes. RCS on. H key. This is not going well. Let's hope this RCS fuel is enough to finish the job. Need to get that to about 60,000. And I think we've got enough RCS to do it. Look at that. Goodness me, that was tense. But we made it. 21.98 units of monopropellant fuel left. It took absolutely everything we've got. But we are heading back to Kerbin. Yikes, right, 8 hours and 49 minutes journey back. Here we go, guys. Oh, we're still throttled up. Huh, a lot of good that's going to do us. Here we go. We're still focused on the moon, I don't know why. There we go. 59,000 metres. Why are we... There we go, we should be focused on that. Right, well, we are heading back to the planet, guys. Once we get in range of the satellites, the communication network, we will transmit what they... Whoa! Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. In fact, I don't know how that happened, because we entered the atmosphere and it didn't slow us down. So it kind of skipped the laws of physics there, but never mind. Still coming in for 59,000 metres. We are just about to come into range, and we're coming into range facing the Kerbal Space Centre, which is quite novel. Look at this, look. All the satellites are on the same side of the planet at the moment, so if we were over there we'd probably be stuck. Actually no, we wouldn't, thinking about it, because we are connected to the Space Centre, but if they were the other side we'd have no communications at all there, but ho-hum. I will have to put a third satellite up at some point. Yes, we will probably circle the planet a couple of times before we actually come down to rest. Right, we're within range now, so while we're within range, let's get our antenna running. Activate that, and we'll transmit some of this data back. Right, material study, we've only got one of those, so we'll have to keep that one. EVA report, transmit. Surface sample, we'll keep that. EVA report, transmit. Mystery goo, we've got two of these, so we'll transmit one and we will get out for the other, which should be that one. Collect data, and we will put that in with us. So I think we've collected all the science now, haven't we? That's going to come back with us. Okay, so we'll put the antenna away. Clearly a Russian satellite system, yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah, look, none of them are communicating with the Space Centre now. Good job it's on the right side for us. So yeah, I need another satellite out here, don't I? But there we go. Now, we probably will circle round a couple of times before we can actually enter the orbit as such, but aerobraking is quite difficult with Deadly Reentry mod activated. I really don't want to burn us up in the atmosphere. We could maybe, if we don't make it on the first, well, we're not going to make it on the first attempt, but maybe after the first attempt I might try and slow us down and bring us into, well, under 50,000, maybe to like 45, something like that. There we go, look, we've just entered the atmosphere, so that will start to bring our apoapsis down. Yeah, I can brake a little more with the RCS, but we haven't got much of it, so I'm going to do that at the apoapsis rather than at the periapsis. I might as well just speed us up through this actually, because you can see our periapsis really isn't dropping very much. Our apoapsis is coming down, but not by a huge amount. So I think once we get through and we can speed up again, I will slow us down a little bit more at the apoapsis. Okay, if we don't come in now, I don't know what we're doing. Okay, we are heading in. Speed us up a bit. Right, we're coming down to what the periapsis would have been, so where's our apoapsis now? Wow, it's still not coming in. Well, it is coming in, but not nearly as fast as I would have liked. Is it enough? Ooh, I think it's enough. I think it's enough. We obviously haven't burnt up in the atmosphere. Oh no, we are going to be going around another time. I reckon we possibly got close to burning up in the atmosphere that time. Total eclipse. There we go, music change, that means we are in the atmosphere. Out of the atmosphere, sorry. Okay. It's got to be this time, guys. It's got to be this time. 34,000 meters. That's dropping really quick. We're definitely going to be coming down this time, so we're going to have to watch our temperature more than anything. Oops. 500 degrees. Whoop, there we go. We are no longer in orbit. 700. Oops, I didn't mean to turn that off. 800 degrees. 900 degrees. Here come the fireworks. There's no heat shields on these, so we could see an explosion here. No, we're dropping. Temperature's dropping. Excellent. Excellent. Right, so we now need to get ourselves relieved of that extra. Whoops, we're still on high speed. Get rid of the extra weight and get our parachute out and turn off our SAS. Notice it's night time again. I always either take off in the day or land in the take off at night or land at night. I can never take off in the day and land in day. $40 meters, 30 meters, 20 meters, 10, splash. We're down, guys. We have had a successful mission to land on the moon and return again. I don't know why my electric charge is going up. That's quite impressive. Am I getting electric from the water? Let us recover this vessel and see what lovely juicy science points we have at our disposal now. Whee! Look at that! We got 20 science from our crew report, we got 120 science from our surface sample, 100 science from our materials study, 30.8 from the mystery goo, 32 from the temperature scan, 30 science from the recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of the moon. Total of 332.8 science retrieved, plus the science that we transmitted, plus what we had before we left, gives us 479 science that we can spend. Absolutely fantastic. And we didn't lose any Kerbals. That's always an advantage. So looking at our tech tree, we have lots of things that we could possibly unlock now. But I think what we will do is we will discuss them in our next live stream. We've had a 2 hour and 11-minute live stream tonight. It's our longest stream on record, and it has been a great stream. Great big thank you to the guys in Twitch for your support and your pointers throughout this mission. Please, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe so you get notifications next time we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe so that you can enjoy some more of these lovely videos as they come around. I have been El Bristow. You have been watching Kerbal Space Program Live. I will see you next time. See you later, guys.